Today I want to tell you why Disney World in Orlando, Florida is far superior to its counterpart Universal Studios, also in Orlando, Florida. First of all, the numbers don't lie. According to America's at AECOM, they gather all the information about theme parks throughout the world and they compile this information into one big study. And the most recent numbers that we have are from 2017, and in that year, Disney increased their attendance by 7%. Magic Kingdom alone had 20 million visitors, over 20 million visitors, and the other three parks saw increases as well. Universal only saw 2% growth, only has two parks, and so there we have just a numbers advantage there. Also, when we're talking about numbers, as I said, Disney has 4 parks. They have 2 water parks. They have multiple other entities, shopping areas, and numerous levels of hotels, and Universal only has the 2 parks, also only has 1 shopping area, 5 hotels, and so it's just doesn't add up. Condé Nast did a survey of travelers, and out of the top 15 resorts in the Orlando area, 7 of the top 15 were Disney resorts, whereas Universal only had 3. So more people are looking not only into the theme parks, but just the attractions around them. Disney also has one of the few restaurants in the entire U.S. that has been a 5-star diamond according to AAA rating restaurant since 2000. So for 19 years, Victoria and Albert's is this exquisite fine dining restaurant. So it appeals to more than just children. It appeals to adults as well. That makes my second point. Disney is superior to and just bridging that huge divide between children and adults. Most of you are familiar with Disney movies growing up, cartoons, things like that. IMB.com rates the top 100 Disney movies and top 100 Universal movies, and out of the top 100 Disney movies, there are 53 animated movies that make that top 100. Universal only has 7. So we as children are kind of ingrained to know Disney and to be familiar with Disney and centralization of its characters. Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Pluto have just been around forever. And so Disney does a great job of getting us involved at a very, very young age, and it helps to span that gap throughout the generations. Universal does have an advantage with adults. They have some newer things, Men in Black, Transformers, Harry Potter, some newer things that Disney may be a little bit behind on, but Disney is working to fix that as well with acquiring Marvel and acquiring The Simpsons. They're really expanding their brand. But the main thing I want to talk about is customer service. Customer service is the key. The Harvard Business Review talks about the Disney Institute, and the Disney Institute is Disney's own way of preparing their employees to be superior employees, to reach out and to be good at customer service. And they talk about how employees are not called employees, they're called cast members. Walt Disney knew that when he was building these theme parks that they were not just for the people, but he says we create happiness by providing the best in entertainment for people of all ages everywhere. And so they use that cast member, that employee strategy very well. So if you ever go to Disney, you will never see an employee, you will always see a cast member. And so they are part of the entire theme of the theme park. Forbes talks about how in that same Disney Institute that a VIP is not a very important person, but but here at Disney they have a different idea. It means they're a very individual person. And so when you do that, it makes people want to come back for more and more. I have one personal story, not from Disney World, but Disney as a whole. Got to go on a Disney cruise, 7 nights, over 4,000 people on the ship, including employees, cast members, and also guests. The second day we were there, we were walking to a theater and noticed a lady's name tag, and her name tag was ABI, Abby. I have a daughter that spells her name exactly that same way. So out of 4,000 people on a daily basis, we ran into Abby several more days throughout the trip. And during those times, every time she would see my daughter and she'd say, "There's Abby." Out of 4,000 people, she didn't have to come up to Abby and speak to her every day, but she did. Every time she saw her, she knew her. And they have turnover from time and time and time again, new faces week in and week out. So that just was a super personal touch for us. It made us feel like we were those very individual people. And so Abby, it just made her day. So just to kind of sum it all up, Disney just breaks the mold in all those, and it's that brand loyalty, it's that customer service that people just want to come back for more and more and more. So I hope if you've never been that you'll go. Thanks.